I want to know, where am I close? Am I closest medially or am I closest laterally? Because that's what I'm interested in. And the radiologists really struggle to give me that information.
Nothing is more frightening to the breast cancer patient than being told that cancerous tissue might have been left behind. Nothing is more frustrating to the surgeon than performing a re-excision for positive margins. The ever more widespread use of intraoperative specimen imaging with the Faxitron BioVision is gradually making re-excision a thing of the past.
Since we have started using digital imaging intraoperatively, we have had a lower incidence of positive margins on ultimate pathology.
Still, until recently, even the incomparably detailed imaging capabilities of the BioVision left one important drawback shared by all imaging devices. A single plane view of a specimen is limited in what it can tell you about the margins.
We would see a one-dimensional view, although I know, because I've already taken that lesion out, that I'm working in a three-dimensional world. And so we've asked our radiologists to then do two views where they do AP and then they do a lateral. Well, I'm still not getting a lot of good information because the lateral has a very, very thin specimen, and in all of that you're supposed to decipher where your tumor is and then what your margins are.
No more. A recent addition to the range of Faxitron products puts true 3D imaging of the excised specimen at your fingertips. The Faxitron Wedge. A brilliantly simple device, the Wedge is a radiolucent platform that enables you to obtain two truly orthogonal views of the specimen with the flick of a wrist. Most importantly, the Wedge achieves this with virtually no specimen distortion and takes full advantage of the BioVision large field of view.
The Wedge holds the specimen in place, but it doesn't compress it nearly as much, and so I have a much better idea of the true size of my specimen without having it being compressed and flattened out.
The result? A clear 3D rendering of the entire specimen and a detailed, unambiguous look of all the margins involved.
When I saw the views after I used the legs and got those 90-degree angles, I was like, wow, this is pretty impressive because the size of the specimen stayed the same. But now I'm just seeing it in a different orientation. So that was really impressive to see that, and it was very helpful.
The operation of the Wedge is as simple as the concept behind it. Remove the device from the plastic bag. Release the front clips to open the frame. Place the specimen in the center. Close the frame, making sure both ends snap into position to securely hold specimen. For larger specimens, gently stretch the transparent sheet with your thumbs. Turn Wedge over so specimen is facing you and position inside imaging chamber to take initial view. Fold orthogonal view support legs out and push end into slots on frame. Turn Wedge over so specimen is facing rear of imaging chamber to take orthogonal view.
When I take the planar image and then the two 90-degree images, which allows me to really recreate that specimen's dimensions in my own brain after I've actually felt it, seen it, and now I can recreate it radiographically, I can have a much better idea as to where my margins are, what I have to do for those margins, and how I can take more tissue if I need to.
Place the Wedge with the specimen in a large plastic bag and send the specimen directly to pathology, and simultaneously send the specimen images to radiology. The Wedge is supplied with markers that allow you to designate the orientation of the specimen for improved communication with pathology and radiology. The orientation of the specimen will be maintained during transport, ensuring more relevant feedback from the radiologist. The crisp, clear, undistorted images for which Faxitron is famous will give you a superb 3D representation of the entire specimen and a revealing, unambiguous view of the margins. With this clarity comes another benefit: the peace of mind, knowing that you will not be recalling your patient for another surgery. Call your Faxitron representative today to learn about how this simple, low-cost enhancement can dramatically change the way you view intraoperative imaging.